All right, good afternoon, everybody. So good to be back. We have Lizzie here, and then we have Janet. Buenas tardes, las personas que están conectadas en este momento. Vamos a dar unos minutitos mientras que introducimos la actividad que vamos a hacer. We're going to be doing a little bit of translation back and forth. Janet's going to tell us a little bit what we're going to do today. And maybe you can tell by the beautiful position that Lizzie has. She does have some things on her hair, so we're going to be working on beauty today. Something anything too expensive or anything fancy, really. You can use many things that you have laying around at home. But we're going to have to use certain items that we're going to be talking about. So Jana's going to explain to us what we're going to be doing in Spanish, and I'll be translating for you guys. So before we start with that, we're going to allow a couple minutes for those to be able to log in. Just as a reminder, we are live through Facebook, Google Hangouts, and YouTube. So hopefully you guys can join us in today and the upcoming ones. And remember, if you haven't been able to watch or seen us live on our previous videos, you can always go back to our YouTube or Facebook, and you can see it from there. So get to do that. Jane estaba comentándoles para aquellos que hablan español solamente, recordándoles que estamos en vivo en Facebook, YouTube y Google Hangouts. Recuerden que si no han podido ver los videos de nosotros normalmente aquí en vivo, pueden siempre ir atrás y verlos. Siempre están disponibles lo que es en Facebook y YouTube. Vamos a darle unos minutitos más para que esas personas que se conecten en las diferentes plataformas puedan vernos. Y obviamente, Jan y yo tenemos las máscaras puestas porque no estamos a 6 pies. Lizzie no la tiene puesta porque, bueno, estamos cubiertas nosotros. Pero también es una razón por la que no la tiene puesta porque vamos a estar trabajando en la cara también. Algo bastante fácil y sencillo que ustedes también pueden hacerlo en casa. So, I was just explaining to those in Spanish that Jan and I aren't wearing the mask because we're not 6 feet apart. But Lizzie is not wearing it because there's a reason behind it. She's okay. We're, wearing the mask. But we're also going to be working in the face, a little bit of makeup, very simple, some things that you may already have home. And we're going to be doing that. So it's very simple. We're going to be working that lastly. If you know, we already started with the hair, but Janet's going to tell us a little bit more on what we're going to do. So Janet, cuéntanos un poquito qué lo vamos a hacer en el momento que pues damos tiempo de que aquellas personas puedan conectarse.
Buenas tardes a todos, los extrañamos muchísimo, estamos locos ya por verlos y bueno, vamos a darle inicio a una pequeña actividad que tuve en cuenta ya que se nos acerca el Día de las Madres. Entonces vamos a trabajar un poco más el cabello y una base bien simple en el rostro que nos ayuda también a sentirnos un poco más con elegancia, un poco más con glamour, como decimos.
So Janet, it's letting us know that because we're walking through certain dates that we can probably use it, or just simply to be at home. I mean, there's really no specific reason for us to be just going out or doing something specific, but you can also just get pretty, get glam, get beautiful at home, and it makes you feel much better as your day goes. So we're going to be working on the hair. As you know, we did work a little bit on this side because we want to have that ready for you guys to show you. But on this side, of course, we're going to be switching around because Janet's going to be working on this side. But she's going to be showing you how to get this look done. So obviously, we have a beautiful model today. If you don't know her, this is Lizzie. Lizzie's our model today. So she's getting her hair done halfway. Obviously, she has to get it done, completely done at home. But we're going to be doing that, and hopefully you guys like this. If you do, leave the thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to our channel so you can see more videos and you can get notified to when we're going to be posting new videos. So it's about almost 5 minutes in the video, so we're going to get started. I'm going to go on this side, and Jen's coming on this side so we can work on it immediately. So Jen's going to come this way, and I'm going to go on the other side.
Ok, vamos a mostrarles simple algunas cositas que vamos a usar para poder trabajar el cabello. Bueno, lo principal, tenemos la secadora, tenemos los
We're going to get started with the materials first. Just going to show you what we're going to
los
use.
artículos todos que tenemos en casa ya y que bueno, podemos usarlo de una forma más fácil. Tenemos acá como una especie de spray de laca y espuma. Eso lo utilizamos como para darle un poco más de molde al cabello. Unos pañuelos donde después que ya tengamos todos los rolos puestos, lo que es en el cabello, vamos a usarlo para poder dar el, para dar la secadora, ¿ok? Para no maltratar el cabello y tampoco resecarlo mucho, ¿ok? Esto es lo que vamos a utilizar. Hay diferentes, tenemos este que lo podemos usar más en las puntas y tenemos los otros rolos, esto prácticamente nosotros le llamamos rolos, que son un poco más grandes y lo usamos también para cabellos más cortos. ¿Okay? Este es el que vamos a utilizar hoy, lo podemos encontrar mismo en Walmart, en cualquier beauty, en cualquier super de beauty. Tienes todas estas cositas y son bien sencillas. Probablemente también todos lo tengan en casa.
Yep, so that would be for the hair part. And Janet, tú vas a estar de este lado, yo te voy a colaborar con los materiales para pasártelos. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna introduce you guys. So we're gonna use certain materials. These are some combs that we're gonna be using. This is just to kind of part the hair, and this is gonna be helpful. This is just to kind of comb through the hair and certain things. Of course, we're gonna need, in her case, at this moment, maybe we're gonna be using a clip to kind of part the hair apart. We already did in this section, so on this side it's going to be minimum. Of course, we need a blow dryer, so whatever you have at home, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Excuse me, I choked on my spit. Over here we have the hairspray, so just general, whichever hairspray that you may have already at home. And then we're going to use some mousse, which is just regular for the hair. It helps us kind of mold the hair a little bit. And your hair could be a little bit damped. Doesn't have to be fully wet, but it can't be too dry because it's not going to help, with the figure or the mold that we're going to be using. These are the rolls that we're going to be using. There's several ones. You could use even a thicker ones, the ones that you kind of put something on top. There's many different ones, but this is very simple, and you can also get it at the store. It could be Walmart, it can be Walgreens, CVS, any kind of beauty store that you have around your home. You can definitely use this. These are very simple to use, and Jen is going to show us how we're going to use these. And then lastly, we have these kind of bandanas, and it's kind of to cover the hair so that the heat doesn't damage your hair as much. So this is just an idea of the certain things that you could use, and I think that's it, right? Yeah. So Janet's going to need. What are you going to need first? The mousse.
El primer paso que vamos a hacer es separar el cabello, okay, como ya lo ven, lo vamos a dividir en dos partes. Normalmente usamos el peine para dividirlo. A mí se me hace un poco más fácil el peinecito que tiene la punta. Okay. De este lado ya lo hemos hecho, entonces vamos a trabajar de este lado del cabello. Okay. Lo primero que hacemos es dividir el cabello de abajo hacia arriba.
So what she's doing right now is kind of parting the hair in different sections, and for her it's a little bit easier to use this kind of combs that are has a little thin part at the bottom of the comb, so she can part the hair properly. So that's what she's using, and she's starting from the bottom to the top.
Lo dividimos en pedazos bien pequeños, ¿ok? Para que se nos pueda cortar más el cabello. Ahora, después que tenemos la parte del cabello, utilizamos lo que es la espuma para moldar el cabello.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just kind of twist the chair. You see on this side, so you guys can see a little bit closer what she's working with. So basically, what she's doing is using the mousse. You don't have to use too much of this because this a little bit goes a long way. So it's basically to kind of come through the hair, and then of course they can part it and use.
Le echamos el producto, luego lo peinamos ligeramente y colocamos lo que es el rolo. Normalmente muchos lo utilizan de abajo hacia arriba, como más cómodo les sea. Puede ser de arriba hacia abajo, de abajo hacia arriba. Yo normalmente lo hago de abajo para poder coger todas las puntas y me queden amoldadas.
So basically, with the mold, you can basically use as whichever is easier for you. You can start from the top to the bottom or the bottom to the top. And what that means is basically what she did here. So basically, like over here at the bottom, you could use here. It helps you kind of put the ends in first, and then you kind of roll it up, and you get all the hair. Or you can start from the bottom, from the top to the bottom. It's basically your choice, whichever you feel comfortable with.
Quedaría así. Luego que ya llegamos a la mitad del cabello, no lo subimos completamente hacia arriba, lo dejamos hacia la mitad, doblamos lo que es la punta del mismo rolo. En este caso, este que tenemos como ejemplo, que es bien fácil.
Yeah, so in this case, with this certain item, what you gonna have to do is just kind of fold the tip. So basically, once you have the hair in the middle, what you're gonna do is just fold it and just put it into this, and then the hair is gonna look like she has it over there. Okay.
Volvemos a dividir el cabello en otra sección.
We're gonna do the same thing basically in 4 different sections. I believe we're gonna do 4 sections in this case to show you. So that's what she's doing, getting another piece of hair.
Usamos el mismo producto.
And just using the same product. Again, remember, you don't have to use too much of this because a little bit goes a long way. And it is kind of thick too, so you don't have to use that too much. And just take your time doing this because, you know, it's that moment for you to kind of dedicate to yourself or your loved one. It's like a pampering kind of time for you. So just take your time and do it right. Again, there's really no right or wrong kind of moment or the way of doing it. Not everybody's hair is the same. Some people, you know, have hair that are much thicker or thinner than others. So just take your time and maybe sometimes, let's say that the sections of hairs that she's grabbing might not be enough, you know, hair for you. You could use a little more, like a thicker section, or you could just leave it as it is, as a smaller section. So
Debemos ver que la misma cantidad que dividimos del lado de allá, debemos de tener la misma cantidad de este lado para que los moldes nos quede parejo.
So something very important, a little bit of a tip. Make sure that you do section the hair. If it's not equal, if it's not the same, very, very similar to the same sections that you did on the other side, just because you want those rolls to, or those curls to be able to be very similar to each other. And in this case, Lacey has very thin, a lot of hair. And it's really straight. So we're hoping, and really long, by the way. So we're gonna be able to hopefully see how, in her case, this one, in her case, the curls come out because again, it depends on the texture of your hair. So, Lisa, you're looking halfway there.
Yay! I can't wait.
So you guys are going to be able to see the end results. Again, we already completed the other side, so hopefully you guys are able to see more or less the idea of how it could look. And again, you could use more heat, less heat on your end. It's up to you, really, personal preferences, and really how you would like that look to be. The longer you leave it in, or the more heat that you put in, I believe the thicker or kind of closed curl that you could get. So it really depends on what your taste is. Okay, we got 2 more and then we should be done with this side. And then we have something else. We have a second part of our beauty day today. Lisa's excited about the part 2. So después que terminemos aquí tenemos la segunda parte del día de beauty hoy. Que Lizzie está bastante emocionada por esa partecita, ya van a ver. Lizzie's enjoying herself today, by the way. She's having the greatest time. She's getting pampered for free. That's amazing.
Yeah. Who doesn't like that?
Right? Who doesn't like that, right? And there's really no specific name or product or brand that you could use. You can use any. For example, here for the mousse, we're using the Garnier Curl Mousse. Really, it's very simple. And these products are so inexpensive. You don't have to spend a ton of money if you don't have it at home. These products could be $3, $4. Very simple that you can get a beautiful hair done at home. And then, of course, the hairspray as well. They're very inexpensive, $2, $3. So you can get, and it's a big bottle, so you can get that. So, okay,
Ahora aquí, como ya ven, tenemos ya todo el cabello escogido en base a los rolos. Okay. De este lado, Lizzy, un poquito, por favor.
So we're gonna twist it. We're gonna
Yes.
turn it around.
Exacto.
Lizzy looks beautiful. Lizzy, stand up and show them the back.
Vamos a mostrarles un poco más la parte de atrás, ¿ves? Todo el cabello queda recogido, pero solo a mitad de la cabeza, ¿ok? No
You look beautiful already.
Okay, thank you. Ahora,
And that's it for today, right? Terminamos.
No, ¿cómo que terminamos? Todavía.
ok, en esta parte, como ya le dijimos, podríamos utilizar los pañuelos. Puede ser cualquier material, no es necesario un material específico, cualquiera que tengamos en casa.
It could even be a t-shirt. You could use those, you could use those bandanas, or it could be a t-shirt, something to put over it so the heat is not going straight to the hair.
También podemos utilizar este tipo de redecilla. Normalmente hay muchas personas que la usan en casa también para recoger un poco el cabello. En este caso lo voy a utilizar para acomodar a Lizzy y poder empezar la parte del rostro como tal, la segunda sección del beauty.
So basically what she's doing is kind of covering Lizzy's hair to then move on to the other section of today's beauty day, which is going to be the face, a little bit of makeup. Very simple, something that you could have at home too.
Ok, cuando ya tenemos toda la parte del cabello agarrada, vamos entonces a preparar la parte del rostro. También vamos a tener en cuenta que cuando ya tenemos todo esto hecho, tenemos que darle un poco de calor al pelo, para que el pelo pueda cerrar, ¿me entiendes? Lo que es el producto.
So basically, yeah, so we're
Le
gonna
damos un poco de calor a este lado. Mucha atención, la parte de la secadora no podemos pegarla mucho, debemos de tener una cierta distancia, ¿okay? Porque es caliente y podría quemarnos un poco, ¿okay?
Yeah. So basically what she did, and of course we can't do the whole, extent that we would like or you would have to do at home. So basically what she did is put some heat on it and make sure that the distance between your hair and the blow dryer is not so close, because you can burn yourself or you can burn the other person. So just at a distance, you can just kind of blow it on top for a couple minutes. Doesn't have to be long.
Puede
Again,
ser de 15 minutos a 20 minutos, cosas cuando ya sentimos que el cabello está seco, entonces ya podemos decir que está listo para poder quitar todos los rolos.
So basically, it depends on the texture of your hair. Again, this is all depending on your kind of hair, the type of hair that you're working with. If it's thicker hair, it might need a little bit more heat. It could be 20 minutes, it could be 25 minutes. I don't think that long, but again, there's hairs that take a little bit longer to dry. My hair, for example, I did wash my hair today. I put some product in my hair. Once I was out of the house, I was out in the car, and it was already dry. So my hair dries pretty quick. Some other people don't. So again, it depends on your type of hair.
Ok, vamos a la parte del rostro. Ok, voy a usar guantes. Voy a mostrarle algunos maquillajes que normalmente tenemos en casa, principalmente nuestros abuelos, nuestras abuelitas. Acostumbran mucho también usarlo. Les gusta mucho ¿por qué razón? En el rostro siempre tenemos como aquella piel seca, tenemos aquella piel que suda, que nos da un poco más de brillo. Entonces, este tipo de maquillaje lo que hacemos es quitarle como un poco más de brillo y verlo un poco más natural.
Okay. So basically, what we're going to move on is to the face. Janet obviously is wearing some gloves because she's going to have close contact with Lizzy's face. And just to let you guys know, we are using Lizzy's products. So this is her own products, and that's what we're using for sanitary purposes.
Les voy a mostrar más o menos cómo sería. Sería un poco natural. Okay, del color de la piel, compacto. Normalmente siempre todas nuestras abuelitas tenemos esta esponjita, que es lo que más nos gusta usar. Okay. Yo voy a usar una parte y luego voy a usar otro tipo de, que probablemente lo tenga lo que son las hijas, lo tenga lo que son las nietas, ¿ok? Que serían las brochas, lo que le llamamos las brochas. Pero yo sé que a ustedes, mis abuelitas, siempre les gusta estar usando la esponja para poder quitar ese brillo de la cara.
So basically, we're going to be using very minimum makeup. This is some things that you may already have at home. Maybe you or your daughters could have some products. So basically, right here, we're just using a compact powder. And this is basically to just cancel all that oil that comes through, and you can see that oily, maybe forehead, maybe cheeks. But in this case, she's going to be using some part of the sponges because some people like to use the sponges or prefer. And then in some other parts, she's going to be using the brush. So that's what she's going to demonstrate.
Ok, vamos a probarla ahora. Coge afuera y hacia arriba, ¿ok? Vamos a cubrir lo que es toda la parte del cachete, que le llamamos cachete.
So basically what she's doing is covering the face and something light. Again, this is not to cover the full face. Maybe I personally would prefer more makeup, but again, depends on your taste and your like. It's what you're gonna do. But like in this case, what we're gonna do is just very light across the face to kind of cancel that brightness or that, how would you call it, the oils. And that's pretty much what we're doing with Lacey. She's gonna look beautiful after this. She's gonna be ready to rock and roll. In her living room, of course, because she can't go anywhere else.
Luego, bueno, tenemos uno que sería un poco más como de color rosado. No sé si lo pueden ver
So
ahí.
here we have a little bit of a blush that goes on your cheeks.
Es para darle un poquito más de color y más de vida a lo que es el rostro. Ese normalmente yo lo uso en las mejillas, ¿ok? No lo uso en todo el rostro. Normalmente lo uso en la parte de las mejillas como para resaltar un poco más lo que es el cachete como tal, ¿ok?
So basically, we're going to be using this on the cheeks area. And of course, it depends on the amount of product that you like. Some people like really, really nice pink, rosy, peachy cheeks. Some people just like a little bit of a blush color, just very light. And that's pretty much what we're going to do.
Y ya por último, para poderle dar un poco más de color y de vida a nuestro rostro,
lastly, we have a
vamos a
beautiful
pintar
color.
los labios.
So we're going to do the lips, very nice. In this case, Lacey has a, I believe it's a pink, kind of rosy. We're having a blast here.
Bueno, ahí tratamos.
Of course. She looks beautiful. She looks great. So it's just a pinky color, just to kind of give a little bit of a pop to the face. It doesn't have to be anything too bright. So
No
this
es
is nice. Lacey, you look gorgeous.
tan brillante como tan en la cara, pero sí te da un poco más de vida, te sientes más cómodo. Me parece que es maravilloso y más ahora que se nos acerca el Día de las Madres, etcétera, podemos revivirnos un poquito más mismo estando en casa. ¿Okay?
Yes.
Vamos para la parte del cabello. Cuando ya terminamos la parte de maquillarse, retiramos la malla.
So basically, once you're done with the makeup or the face products, what we're going to do is just go ahead and remove the mesh that we put on the hair, or if you have a bandana, whichever.
Tenemos aquí un tip. Vamos a usar esto un poquito más, pero en la parte de frío, ¿ok? Para que el maquillaje no se vaya como tal. Es solo retiramos esta parte de acá y bien leve, no tan rápido, ¿ok? Como darle un toque ya para retirar los rolos del cabello.
So basically, what she did is just put a little bit of not so much on the hot settings, just on the cold, just so the makeup doesn't melt or anything. It's just kind of to blow it off a little bit and make sure that it's kind of set pretty much.
Y entonces, ahora vamos para la mejor parte.
So we're gonna hope that this worked out.
Ahora vamos para la sorpresa, la que todos estamos esperando. Entonces, vamos quitando la parte de abajo, empezamos de abajo hacia arriba o de arriba hacia abajo, depende cómo ustedes empezaron a poner los rolos, ¿ok?
So the way that we're gonna remove the items are, you could do it from the same way that you did it. If you did it from the bottom to the top, you could do it that way, or you can do it to the top to the bottom.
Vamos a tratar de quitar el rolo manteniendo el mismo molde que lo colocamos, el cabello, ¿ok?
We're not gonna show you. We're gonna do it little by little. We're gonna do.
Solo vamos a retirar una parte porque bueno, era la que ya teníamos lista. La otra todavía nos quedaba como un poco de darle un poco más de calor.
Esta
¿ok?
parte Lizzy se la va a quitar cuando llegue a la casa.
Pero bueno, esta le vamos a mostrar más o menos la idea de cómo quedaría su cabello en un día tan lindo y tan especial, o cualquier día que ustedes se levanten y bueno, tengan esas ganas de ponernos bien lindas, como todos los días tenemos que hacerlo.
So basically what she's doing is when you're removing the item, you're going to do it the same way that you put it on. So don't yank it, don't pull it. Just do it slowly, take your time on doing it. That's basically what you're doing. Remember, you roll it and then you close it. What you're going to do is just open it and then roll it back to remove the hair. And then afterwards you can style it. You can run your fingers through it. You can comb it, whichever you like, if you don't like it too tight of it.
Aquí más o menos tenemos una idea y vamos a seguir soltando los rolos.
I'm gonna help on this one to show you guys. So basically what you did, and hopefully you guys can see it. So it's just undoing it, right? So we're gonna unroll it. So that's what we're doing, right? Lizzy, moment of truth. Lizzie's waiting. Liz is waiting. There you go. That's beautiful. And then of course afterwards you can just run your fingers through it, and then that's really the idea.
¿Ok? Bueno, básicamente quedaría así, ¿ok? En todo el cabello, después que la otra parte ya esté, ya haya tenido todo el proceso.
You see, those are nice curls, let me tell you. They came out really nice.
Luego, cuando ya terminamos, ¿ok? De sacarlo completo todos los rollos, vamos a usar lo que es el spray, ¿ok? Atención, mucho cuidado con el spray. A la hora de usarlo, tenemos que colocar siempre a una distancia, no podemos pegarlo al rostro, y siempre colocando la mano como protección para el rostro, ¿ok?
Yeah. So
Les muestro.
be careful with the hairspray. Always do it at a distance, just like you would use the blow dryer, because you don't want to basically like have that in your face. And it's basically just kind of locking it in, so it just doesn't even fall out.
Siempre para afuera, nunca para el rostro de ustedes propio, ¿ok? Bueno, después que untamos lo que es la laca, vamos a abrirlos un poco.
So basically what she's doing now is just kind of undoing the curls. And again, this is your preference. Esto es a su preferencia. Si lo quieren abrir, si lo quieren dejar como está, this is at your own like.
Aquí está el ejemplo de cómo quedaría cuando terminamos todo el proceso, ¿ok? Luego hay personas que les gusta como subirlo, ¿sabes?
So it's basically depending on how your personal interest is. So if you like, for example, if you want to do some type of how would I say it, like styling it, you can put a little clip on the side, or you could do, a ponytail. It's up to you, basically.
¿Listo?
All right, so we're done.
Creo que quedó hermosa.
Bello, me encanta.
Lizzy,
Voy a
get a
tocar
little
un
close,
poquito.
and I'm gonna basically show them. Lizzy's gonna come around. I'll be back, guys. So Lizzy, show them on the other one.
Está
Queda como un
súper
molde.
lindo, me encanta.
Esto lo podemos hacer día a día. Es bien fácil, bien sencillo. Tenemos muchas cosas de estas en casa que probablemente casi nunca lo usamos, pero bueno, ya ven. Entonces, de este lado ya quedaría, bueno, nos tocaría darle como un poco más de secadora para entonces ya soltarle y le quede el cabello completo.
So this looks beautiful, guys. It looks really, really good.
Y el
We're
maquillaje.
surprised. And the makeup looks really, really nice too. It's very subtle. It's very beautiful. And the curls look really, really nice. So this is something that you could get done at home. And of course, we're not going to do this part now because it's still damp, still a little wet, and you need to give it a little time. Now, you could remove these, but they're not going to be so like tight curls like this. It's not going to be too curled. But if you like more like a beachy, like beach type when you get out of the beach and it's like kind of curly but not too much, that's really what it is here. So we hope that you guys enjoy. Esperamos que de verdad les haya gustado esta sección bastante simple. Son cosas que ya quizás ustedes tienen en casa y recuerden, lo estamos haciendo de esa manera porque no tenemos la facilidad de salir tanto. No es seguro, no es sano que salgamos. Usamos las cosas que tenemos en casa. Okay, so basically,
Seguimos en casa,
Ujú.
usamos lo mismo que tenemos en casa y aún nos sentimos hermosas y bueno, ya saben.
yeah, so basically we're using the items that we have at home that sometimes we just have under the sink or we just have it safe and we haven't used it in a couple months. This is the time to use it. So ladies, we hope that you guys liked it. We're gonna hopefully have something for the gentlemen. So we're gonna prepare something very nice for the gentlemen. It's very simple, and then we're happy to bring that to you guys. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for having the time to spend with us those 35 minutes, and we hope that you guys are able to enjoy. Esperemos que les haya gustado, esperemos que la próxima vez también se conecten con nosotros y recuerden que los videos van a estar posteados en Facebook y en YouTube. Okay?
Mándennos fotos,
Por
queremos
favor,
verlo,
muchas
queremos
fotos,
saber
muchos
cómo
videos.
están, queremos ver todo lo que nos siguen.
send us videos and pictures of what you guys have done. We really would like to see that. And I think that's all we have for today, right? Y lo último que tenemos, le agradecemos a Lizzy por ofrecerse de modelo.
La modelo.
Quedó media lista, pero bueno, ya casi, ya a la hora que salgamos de aquí va a estar lista. So muchísimas gracias. Thank you guys very much. We're going to go ahead and log out. Lizzy's going to help us with Facebook, and then I'm going to log out on this one.